Welcome to The Corner Table, a podcast about food and drink in Madison produced by the Capital Times. From the day after Thanksgiving until New Year's, the downtown bar and pizzeria Lucille will transform into a miniature holiday theme park called Miracle on King Street. If twinkle lights and shots that are naughty or nice sound like your idea of a good Christmas, this is the pop-up for you. I am your host, Cap Times food writer Lindsay Christians, and this week I'm talking to Ryan Williams and Tom Dufek, a Lucille bartender and beverage manager, respectively. We talk about the Christmas playlist, favorite holiday movies, and of course, the cocktails. I already can't wait for the gingerbread old-fashioned. Stay tuned. Tom and Ryan, welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
So actually, I'm going to have you say your name so that people know who's talking when. So just introduce yourselves real quick.
So I'm Tom Dufek of Merchant and Lucille.
I'm Ryan Williams of Lucille.
So first of all, tell us what Miracle Bar is. How did it get started? What is it?
So the Miracle concept started in a bar in New York approximately 3 years ago. It is a holiday-themed pop-up that really celebrates the nostalgia and the kitsch of Christmas, which has actually been my favorite holiday since I was a kid.
Ryan's perfectly suited to talk about Miracle. But yeah, it's a concept started out in New York that they've kind of expanded. It's now worldwide. They were like, this worked really well. This seems really fun. What if other people wanted to do this? And now there's like 50-something bars participating all over the world.
So is this it's a visual thing? Is it an audio thing? Do you play Christmas music the whole time? I mean,
yeah.
How far does this go?
It's like a 100% immersive experience, I guess is the best way to put it. I mean, everything from we've been looking at decorations for, the last month or so. There's cocktails.
Yeah, there are cocktails, new glassware that's specifically Miracle themed. Basically, everything and anything that you can imagine is going to be Miracle themed.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it will be called what? The Miracle on King Street?
Miracle on King Street.
That's perfect. So, how have you been amassing the decorations? Where have you been looking, and what are they going to be like?
So that's all Maddie, who is basically, she's in charge of all of our events, in charge of our front of house, and she has been basically a Google machine, like everything from eBay to, Amazon, and then everything in between, like Michael's craft store, all sorts of different stuff.
Is she making stuff too?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, we're definitely buying stuff. There's going to be a ton of Christmas trees and that sort of thing. But a lot of the kind of appeal of it is, there's some kitsch and kind of retro vintage nostalgia that everybody just kind of feels towards Christmas. And handcrafted stuff that you make yourself is totally a part of that. So I know she's hitting like the thrift stores and that sort of thing as well. And then she's got a little army of minions who are going to help her put it all together. So yeah, lots of decorations.
So when you walk into Lucille the day after Thanksgiving, that's when it starts, right?
Correct. Day after Thanksgiving.
Well, we'll have the decor up the day before, so you can kind of get a preview of it. The cocktail menu and the whole rollout will be available the day after Thanksgiving.
Are you closed on Thanksgiving?
We are.
Okay.
Yep.
So when people walk in, are they going to just see this like Christmas Wonderland? Is that the goal?
That's the idea. If we've done our job correctly, they will be like completely immersed in the concept of this holiday theme that we're doing.
Yeah.
The music, the cocktails, the outfits that we're wearing, and basically just the entire atmosphere of Lucille.
Yeah, the idea is to take Lucille and transform it into a totally different bar. I mean, you'll obviously recognize it as Lucille. You can't do away with the bare bones of it. We're still going to serve pizza and that sort of thing. But the idea is that you just walk into a space that's 100% transformed for those 5 weeks just to, really go back to that, feeling you get on Christmas morning.
Oh, my gosh. So tell me about the cocktails. Like, what is the cocktail menu going to be like?
So we have 10 different cocktails and 2 naughty and nice shots for those who are a bit more prone to have some fun in the holidays. Maybe they've just seen their families for 15 hours and you didn't get the present that you really, really wanted.
Who doesn't need a holiday shot? This is my question.
This is true.
I mean, I'm not a shot taker. The holidays changes me.
Yeah. Teetotalers.
And I like to think that I'm the nice guy, but I love the naughty shot. The naughty shot's delicious. But 10 drinks, varying flavor profiles. So anything that you normally like, we're going to have something that's going to be delicious. My favorite cocktail is actually one that involves cranberry and rosemary, a little bit of vodka in there, and it's so refreshing and just tastes like a cranberry Christmas spice that just brings you back.
Is it a rosemary syrup?
It is. It's a cranberry and rosemary sauce, and then a little rosemary garnish on there to really evoke that herbaceousness.
What's it called?
Christmapolitan.
Yeah, so it's playing on Cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
I'm like an eggnog sort of guy, especially like that time of year. So they have it's called the Jingle Ball Nog. So it's peanut butter washed cognac with sherry, and then, you know, all of the other stuff that you would normally have in an eggnog. There's also the...
You'll shoot your rye out.
Yeah, that's a good
which is a pumpkin spiced rye and a whole egg. So it's technically a flip cocktail. Super luxurious, but you got to have the pumpkin spice.
Well, it's got marshmallow fluff in it too. So it's like marshmallow fluff beer syrup, which is just, I don't know. Like the cocktails on here, like they're all amazingly delicious. But then they have this kind of nice, like, kitschy element to them as well, which is, it just kind of pervades the whole, you know, menu, the whole theme. So
flips are dangerously delicious. They're so creamy and rich that you forget there's a whole egg in it. Like, if you have a couple of them, you're getting an extraordinary amount of, you know, food, but also booze. Like,
protein.
Yeah.
Like if you'd gone to the gym earlier, that's exactly what you need.
Right, exactly. This is for all of the, you can just skip the muscle milk and go straight to the...
It's for the gym rats out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there anything candy cane related?
There is, well, so the shot.
The nice shot
Okay.
is made with mint, so that's going to be a nice minty shot.
What are in the shots?
The naughty shot is going to be a bourbon based with cinnamon, so it's a nice abrasive, like wakes you up. Whereas the nice shot is going to be made with a darker rum, and then that mint element, a little bit of chocolate. Yeah.
So the naughty shot, the cinnamon, is it coming from booze or is it coming from
cinnamon sticks?
Oh, cinnamon sticks.
So yeah,
So it's like cinnamon infused bourbon. I mean, the menu is actually really intense from a just ingredient standpoint. We had to actually make a list of all the different ingredients we'd have to bring in, and everything from like ube extract, which I'd never even heard of, to, you know, marshmallow fluff, which is a weird one for us. I've never worked with marshmallow fluff before.
So it seems like this is something that was created not necessarily by some marketing firm, but by bartenders.
The menu is all created by a guy named Nico DeSoto, who is at Mace in New York, Danico in Paris. It's a menu created by bartenders who just saw a concept that worked really well, and we're like, well, let's just spread the holiday cheer, if you will.
Yeah.
But the thing that I like about it is it's an amazing, like, they're well-crafted cocktails, but it's in no way arrogant or
stuffy.
It's very approachable and anyone can like it. You're not going to be required to delve deep into, like, understanding the notes. It's just delicious cocktails.
It sounds like there are some of the kind of classic Christmassy flavors, right? You've got things like cinnamon. Mm-hmm. You've got obviously the cranberry, the peppermint. Are there some other flavors that you associate with Christmas that are on this?
I know that I associate, maybe because I have a crazy sweet tooth, but gingerbread is something that I've always associated with Christmas. We have a gingerbread old fashioned, and it's made with an actual snowball, so it's going to be something special.
Snowball?
Yep. So we're going to be having a snowball as our ice cube. It's kind of a fun...
It's like a snow cone, sort of?
Yeah. Well, basically, we're going to take ice, shave it. So
Okay.
we get really, really fine ice, pack it all together, and let it freeze so that it's... I mean, this is like the snowballs you throw at people that you really don't like, you know, that sort of thing. So we're not going to throw them at people. We're just going to put them in drinks. But it's just a really compact, essentially, snowball in the old-fashioned. So similar like the big rocks that you would see in, you know, cocktails.
But it's going to melt faster because it was shaved?
No, it'll melt slower because it's frozen and compacted. So you basically take all that ice, pack it down, and then let it freeze for a day.
Got it. Okay. So are there things from this menu that you think, like, you know, maybe we'll take one or two of these or put a riff on this, you know, on our winter menu? Or do you want to just sort of like make a clean break after you're done with it?
You'll have to ask me in January.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, you know, there's a lot of fun ideas on here that could translate into other stuff.
Definitely. I think elements we definitely keep and maybe ingredients that we hadn't been exposed to before, like we're using pandan paste in the eggnog, which is an ingredient that I had never really experienced before. It's a very familiar yet strange flavor profile. It's kind of like a slightly different vanilla, but I'm madly in love with it now. But we'll be able to use things that we've learned from it in the future.
Is Merchant going to be doing anything with holiday cocktails at all, or are you just putting it all on Lucille?
I mean, as far as this specific concept goes, it'll all be on Lucille, but I mean, we always do fun stuff there. If you're at Lucille and you want, you're waiting for a table or something like that, you could go to Merchant and get a punch or something like that. I mean, we want to try and especially since they're right next to each other, let the two restaurants kind of talk to each other in this. But the whole concept itself will be just at Lucille.
Are you going to be doing any Christmas movies?
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, heck yeah. I don't know. Can I say hell?
Yes.
Sure.
It's my podcast.
Yes. Yeah. Do you want to talk about that, Ryan? That's one of your ideas.
Yeah, actually, some of the cocktails are particularly named after Christmas movies, like the best Christmas movie ever, Die Hard.
What is the Die Hard cocktail?
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah, yippee-ki-yay.
Got it.
You'll Shoot Your Eye Out, which is a reference to A Christmas Story. Run, Run, Rudolph, which is actually obviously based after Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But on Sunday, we're going to be doing movie night. And then for each cocktail that is associated with that movie, we'll be doing drink specials on that. But yeah, every Sunday we'll be playing a Christmas movie.
Yep.
All right. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
I'm a sucker for the new one, Elf. That's my favorite. I think I've seen A Christmas Story approximately 14 times annually.
Every year, just on loop.
Well, they do the 24-hour thing on TBS every time, so
You're forced to watch it.
What about you, Tom? What's your favorite?
Home Alone.
Home Alone?
Yeah, I don't know. It's my favorite Christmas movie, and I feel like it's a Christmas movie that's not really a Christmas movie. But I don't know. For some reason, I'll always watch that when it's on, or Die Hard, which is also same category, Christmas movie that's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I need to watch Die Hard.
What?
I've not seen it.
Hans Gruber.
I have to say, I'm very partial to the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Ooh,
So-
okay.
Good call. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
Michael Caine cannot sing at all, and it's just hilarious. It's really funny. I can recite that movie, and I try not to. It really, people don't enjoy it if they're with me. So here's my thing. Christmas music can go a lot of different ways, right? Christmas music that's on the radio is actually only about 45 songs, and they just really play the heck out of do they know it's Christmas after all or whatever. So I wonder what you're doing with the Christmassy soundtrack.
Yeah, I mean, they actually have put together a playlist that will pull a lot of stuff from the Miracle People. It's kind of cool. It runs everything from Last Christmas by Wham to Bing Crosby. It's a wide array. There will be more than 45 songs, or we'll shoot our eyes out as well. Towards the end.
But kind of like pop secular Christmas though. Not angel choir hymns. and
Right,
stuff.
right.
Are there any other events that are going to be in conjunction with this promotion?
Actually, going back to Christmas Carol, that's actually a pseudo theme on what we're doing on Mondays. We're doing a couple different pop-up ideas, and one of them that I was very proud of myself for coming up with was bartenders of Christmas past, and we're bringing some bartenders who used to be in Madison back up to do a stage, a work event on Monday, and then on other Mondays we're going to be doing different events such as Punk Goes Christmas.
Yeah, so we're bringing up the Good Kind crew. Katie and a couple of her bartenders are going to come up. We'll basically play punk rock / emo Christmas themed songs.
Because that exists.
Yeah, it's
Of course it does, right? Of course it does.
And it's amazing.
Right.
And then Supper Club Christmas with some folks from upcoming Pink Squirrel.
Yep. So yeah, Pink Squirrel's restaurant or a bar in Chicago that this guy Dustin, who's from Milwaukee, is opening up. So we're gonna do holiday punches, ice cream drinks, basically all of your.
The Pink Squirrel's a cocktail, right?
It is.
It's a supper club kind of cocktail.
Exactly, and that's his whole theme is supper club cocktails, 70s era cocktails, and that sort of thing. So these will all be in the lounge at Lucille, basically on Monday nights. Caribbean Christmas. What is Christmas on the islands like? Do that down there. So there's basically 4 different pop-ups on Monday nights during Miracle.
Nice. It sounds like it's going to be an explosion of kitsch and holiday I like the idea of the nostalgia part of it.
Yeah.
We get to go back to our childhood and remember these fun things, but also we get to drink.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, there's going to be, other elements too, like the kitchen is doing special snacks. So they're going to make like peppermint bark. They're going to make a gingerbread cookies. So if you make it till bar close, Sunday through Thursday, any time there, you get a gingerbread cookie at like 1:30 in the morning as like a badge of honor, which, is an idea we stole from a bar in New York City, but with a holiday twist on it. Oh, fiddle faddle. Popcorn. It's like Cracker
Popcorn,
Jack kind of.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Fiddle
yeah,
faddle.
the kitchen's even getting into it. They're all gonna have to wear elf ears from what Evan has told me, which they'll not be stoked about.
Will you be closed on Christmas?
We will.
Okay. Will you be open Christmas Eve and the day after?
So normally we're closed on Christmas Eve, or we close in the night. We haven't really made that call. I think with the Christmas theme pop-up, we kind of have to stay open on Christmas Eve, but we definitely want to give the staff a rest and that sort of thing. We'll be running this up until New Year's Eve, though. So if in case you haven't gotten your fill of Christmas and you want to come like December 27th, we'll still be doing the menu.
For those who refuse to let go.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I never want to let go of Christmas like right after. I want to like a minute.
Yeah.
You need to let it just slide away.
Yeah, exactly. And then you go into the bleakness of January.
Right, and just cuddle up in a blanket and stay home for 3
months. Well, thank you guys both for coming in today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank
I
you
always
very
like to
much.
talk about Christmas and cocktails.
Yeah.
So,
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
thanks.
This has been The Corner Table, a podcast about food and drink in Madison produced by the Capital Times. Editing for the podcast is done by Eric Lawrenson, and our music was composed by Patrick Christians. Find out more about Miracle on King Street and other food and drink news at captimes.com. Subscribe to The Corner Table wherever you get your podcasts, and follow us on Facebook at Corner Table Podcast. I'm your host, Cap Times food writer Lindsay Christians, and my wish for you this week is a cocktail with cranberry, because isn't that just the best? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody!